Seen some shit where online, I don't know if it's fake or not, but we just gonna run with it. There's a girl, she has 4 kids. The man brings his child. He has 1 child by her. The rest are somebody else's or multiple men's kids. Mind you, that child is the youngest, so he was with her. They broke up. He was with her when she had all those kids. All those kids know him.
Okay.
All right. He came.
They lived together at one point.
They lived together, all that.
Okay.
He brought his son some McDonald's.
Okay.
Only his son.
Okay.
She pulls out the camera, records him, tries to expose him, puts it out there, saying like, you didn't buy everybody else in the house some McDonald's. So, 1, is the man wrong? 2, is she wrong? How could this situation have been handled different?
All right, I will go. First things first, she's wrong. So how she handled that, how she responded, I think she's wrong. That was immature. That's the first thing you need to address. This specific situation, because I had a whole different opinion. My original opinion is the man is not responsible for nobody else's kid but his own, right? And maybe the smartest thing is kind of answering the question. The last question is like, to avoid any kind of conflict, just bring your kid and eat somewhere else or eat in the car, whatever. But outside of all that, and you're not responsible for other kids. If your kid's the youngest and you was with her when you had them 3 kids and them 3 other kids know you and you was bringing McDonald's before, I think that's a little bit fucked up. If you can come, drop your kid off McDonald's and the other kids is there looking like, oh, Uncle Rodney, Daddy Rodney don't fuck with us no more. Forget the baby mama. If you have a relationship with those kids, especially if that's just recent, I think I can understand why she feels that type of way. I can understand that. I don't think that's crazy. It's like, what did the kids do to you? And you know how that is if you bring somebody food and they're just over there watching. I'm not saying it's your responsibility. It's not your kids, but you were in their life. You did help raise them. They did live with you. They still have a relationship with them. 10 years down the line, yeah, you buy your kids some Jordans. I'm not buying your motherfuckers' kids. But that should take some time. Those are still children.
Yeah, different though.
Huh?
It's not a difference. 10 years down the line, you buying some Jordan and buying a kid on Jordan.
It is a difference. Time's the difference.
I mean, time.
Time's the difference. And they're not as young kids no more. Those are still little children.
But let me tell you something. Speaking on my experience, I was in that role, but mine is I didn't have a kid by that person. But I'm just saying, I'm going to tell you what she told me. Me and this kid is a package deal. You know what I'm saying? If you leave me, you're leaving the kid too.
I agree.
So in his defense, you don't know what he had to do. He probably had to go to work or whatnot. So he's just dropping off his kids on McDonald's. But at the same time, if me and the parent ain't together, I'm not obligated to feed them kids. You're not obligated to feed my kid. That's my son.
Let me interject. I agree 100%. The other dynamic is if a girl is willing to call on camera, call you out, you know what she's doing, the camera off. You don't know what kind of situation you're in. I agree with that.
Right, we don't know none of that.
But outside of her, just the aspect I know for a kid standpoint of being the only kid, like somebody eating, you not eating, somebody getting gourmet meals. I'm not saying it's your obligation. I'm saying if you do have a relationship with the kid and the wife wouldn't mind you bringing them some money, like if you still deal with her in the type of way where you can bring them some McDonald's. Now, if the wife is making it a problem, then I can't say nothing.
Right, and to see how the way she was acting,
she's probably making it a problem.
She probably the same way without the camera.
I agree.
Let me say this.
I agree 100%.
I think that this is a situation.
But if she's not, if she's literally just mad that he didn't bring her child, then yeah,
I think that this
go out your way to make sure then they don't see it. Then
I think
that's the least you can do.
I think this is a situation where it's just now they saying this is a skit. I don't know. I'm just
I heard it's a skit.
Now,
but the situation can be real.
This is a situation where clearly it's more than just about the food.
Yeah,
they obviously have some type of issues. They broke up. He left. He only bringing his kids some food. Like we know how these relationships work, nigga. This is more than just about some fucking McDonald's.
But like
now, what I will say, this is about moral standpoint versus technicalities. Technically, I don't owe your other kids shit. This is my son. Morally, if I was involved, they see me. I probably, if I'm gonna bring McDonald's, I should probably bring the other kids to McDonald's. Even if you don't bring them their own individual meal, look, I'm gonna get a couple more burgers. Boom, they can split that up. Whatever they need to do. Now, how would I handle it? Like he said, I either came and picked up my son and took him to McDonald's, or I would have bought them kids some food. But at the end of the day, that's a learning experience. She's the one that's ultimately wrong to me.
I started off with her.
You pulled out your fucking cell phone and recorded that shit.
Try to expose me.
Like as if I owe you something.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever is gonna be like, this nigga's wrong for providing some food for his kid.
Right.
So, like, I think we all agree on that. We all agree that she's wrong. We all agree that it's only his responsibility. My question is, forget that scenario. Just listen to this. You live with them. He has a relationship with them. Is he being... If you care about them, even though it's not your responsibility, even though you're not with the wife, you still have a relationship with the kids, are you not obligated? You're not obligated to do anything. What does it say that you're not thinking, like, you bringing McDonald's only to your kid and leaving them? Does that say anything?
It kind of does, but it also, like I said,
does it mean like you never really cared about them when y'all was together?
I don't know the context of the situation, bro.
No, I'm talking about come up with a situation where the wife, y'all and the wife are done. Y'all not on the best of terms, but she won't be mad if you bring her kids McDonald's. Just look at that aspect of that scenario, just like that. She will not be mad. She will have no problem with you bringing kids McDonald's. Are not obligated. We all established you're not obligated. But if you cared about the kids, you live with them for a few years, you help them grow up, they look at you like a father figure, you're only bringing your child McDonald's, the youngest. What does that say about you?
His way of being petty.
But
I think that he should have, ultimately,
or maybe not even petty, but like,
in that situation,
kids?
It would have been best if he bought them everybody some McDonald's.
Yes, to diffuse all that, but at the same time, you got to distance yourself from the kids anyway. When she get a new man.
And I agree.
So, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Eventually, I can't. So you telling me for the rest of my life.
And that's why I said time, though.
You know what I'm saying?
I said time.
That's why you start now.
That's what I'm about to say. At some point, you got to stop.
Immediately?
I agree with Leroy.
I don't know
At some point.
That's where I think we disagree.
That's what I'm saying. Context matter. I was about to say. We don't know how long he been bringing all them some goddamn McDonald's. They might have been broken up for a year.
Stop speaking about specific. Give me a timetable.
I just said they might have been broken up for a year, and now it's like, all right, nigga, I can't keep bringing these kids some motherfucking food. I don't make enough money to be bringing everybody some food now.
Oh shit, it could be
money tight.
It depends on how detrimental that shit was.
Bitch, you ain't give me no pussy either.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was bad.
And she responded and said this nigga be double dipping in the pussy and shit. So that's what I'm saying. This shit is, now mind you, like I said, this is.
That's why I don't want to speak, because that to me, the woman's problematic. You don't know what's going on. It's just so much. I want to speak more in general. Like, you dealing with a girl, but you kind of help raise the kids for a while. You got a relationship with the kids. If you care about the kids, and somebody we know spoke on that, kind of opened my perspective on it. Forget the wife. How long does it take before you stop removing kids? I agree. Eventually, you're not with her. She can move on, but you still have
immediately.
Nah, your kids still live there.
I think if you want to start immediately, then yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, bro, you want to see yourself getting back with this person, bro, you have to do it immediately.
Listen, bro.
If you keep prolonging that shit.
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. That's
tough, man.
There's benefits of when you break up with somebody.
You care about a kid? Like, then to me, it's like, it's hard for me. That's why I never wanted to be in a relationship with somebody with a kid, because I'd be attached to the child.
I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it.
Now what?
But I'm gonna say this: there are benefits of when you're not with somebody, when you're single. Think about when you're in a relationship. You got to pay for this with your girl. You got to do this. You got to pay for that. Now you got 3 kids. Man, listen, this nigga might be trying to get back on his feet. I ain't with her. I don't owe kids nothing. The only thing I owe is to take care of my other kid.
Right.
It is what it is.
I'm that daddy.
I don't have to be that compassionate. It is what it is. I'm about to go to work. It's 5:45. I need to be working 15 minutes. I can't pick the nigga up. he hungry. He done FaceTime me from the tablet talking about he wants a McDonald's.
I'm not saying you wrong.
This bitch broke.
I'm not saying I agree.
They eat Vienna sausages.
I'm just saying a lot of girls feel that way is that you never cared about their child.
You just have a good heart. It's not that you didn't care. Just I gotta take care of my child first.
They don't care about their heart.
If he didn't bring no food, if he didn't bring the child no food, then she probably would have been exposing him anyway.
But I'm not.
This nigga don't bring no food for his kids.
I want to focus on the girl, and I know in real life that's 100% the reason.
I'm just saying what it is, bro.
I'm just recording that nigga about the food. She could have been cooking them kids some goddamn food.
Yeah. All I'm saying is,
well, we're not talking about her. We're talking about you.
All I'm saying is, it's damn if he do, damn if he don't.
I can't do that.
If he did not bring him any food, period. Let's say the kid called him because my kid called him.
If I can't afford it, because I care about these kids still. They don't do. They didn't break up with me. That's their mom. It's not their fault.
Shit,
I'm gonna go out my way. I'm gonna come out my way.
I get it, Mr.
That's kind of fucked up.
I get it, Mr. Happy.
I'll be fucked up.
I ain't gonna be happy. I'm just saying.
I'll be fucked up. Let me tell you something.
That mama gonna erase you out that kid life. I'm telling you.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not.
Well, Mr. Happy nigga, you want to be over here and still want to.
You over here, your heart hurting and shit.
You know, Mr. Warm hearted. Nah, bro. You gotta let
if I got a relationship with them,
nigga, I dated a girl that had a kid, and I used to get a kid like all my VHSs. I gave them all the old school Disney shit. Dog, the next day I broke up with this bitch at like. Fucking, this was right before the Falcons played some like Carolina Panthers and some shit. So that's 1 o'clock. I broke up with Shawty like 12 on Sunday.
Took the VHS's back?
No, by 11 a.m. the next day, she brought back the VHSs.
Oh, but they got nothing to do with the kid,
shit away from the kid.
And
so I'm
speaking on a hypothetical, and I know the mom.
These bitches take away from their kid.
I know that
to get back at you.
So I know that. So y'all speaking more real. I get that. The mom is always going to be. I get that. I'm not debating y'all. I'm just saying I've never been in that situation. It would be hard for me not to like think about the other kids, and I get it. The wife, the baby mamas will make it hard. More likely. All I'm just saying, if she doesn't make it hard, and this is magic world scenario, if she says, I don't like you, but if you want to have a relationship with my kids, or if you want to bring them food, that's perfectly fine.